First of all, I bring you greetings from the chairman of Remploy, Ian Russell, who said you'll never get it off the ground. If in reality, people like Russell's, chair of the board, and those people making a very, very large amount of money out of Remploy had a fraction of that vision at that top end of their business, it had a fraction of the passion, commitment and vision that the people have shown here in actually deciding to do things for themselves, then we wouldn't have Remploy factories in trouble, and not one of them would have bloody closed. It is a great day, it's a fabulous day. And the things that's important about it, it's a milestone, is that we are seeing in reality what we always knew. The problem is that people far too often have looked at disability and not got to the bit that says ability. That they've classified people that somehow, you know, they don't have the business knowledge or the skills to organise for themselves. And if ever there was a tragedy in this world, the tragedy that we warned would be played out, that when people started talking about reorganising Remploy and getting people back into mainstream employment, the one thing that we said throughout was, it would be great if we lived in a society where people could see the ability and look past the disability, but we don't. We don't live in a world where employers will give people a decent crack at the whip. They will judge people on what they see. And so this is a great milestone in the sense that we finally have got people back into work who wanted to work, because there's a great dignity about that. But it's actually also the first real punch in the face to those people who said, oh well, you know, we'll find some philanthropic employers. We get you a job in a charity shop, or we get you a job shacking trolleys. People want to do things, make things, they want to run businesses. They have a right and an expectation to get a fair crack at the whip, to get the same crack at the whip as anybody else. Which is why, when Phil came, and by the way, Jesus, it's only costing me 50 grand I've got off light, I'll tell you, don't trust me about that. It's cost me a lot more than that. But the reality is, the reason why, when the idea came up, wasn't that we didn't give 100% of the idea, but what we knew was we had to widen this. We couldn't just say, okay, well, here's a group of money. If we'd have done that, we were acting in the same way as those out-of-touch gobshites who created the downfall of the Remploy factory network in the first place. What we needed to do was engage people, to show people that we had the skills and the foresight, and to engage with people across the labour and trade union movement to start with, and then out wider, that actually this was an ethical source of employment that treated people properly, that could make things that people wanted and could provide dignity and respect. Not charity. No. We don't want charity. Dignity and respect, the same as every other worker. Michael was showing me, and he'll show any of you, some of the machines, and there's a machine in here that straightens wood. Yeah. Does it not, Michael? Absolutely, yeah. So I said to him, do you think if I bought the Chancellor of the Exchequer around here, poking him in one end.
I can build you a mansion if you got money.
Yeah, there you go. No, you have to speak to Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
I am fabulously honoured to be here today. Fabulously honoured to be, fabulously honoured to know Phil and Anna Remploy students. I've often said through some of our let's just say they were difficult days, but nobody gave up the fight. But during those days, I often said and remarked that if I had 50,000 members like we had in Remploy, then we'd conquer the world. They were the greatest people in terms of their passion for the union, their vision about what the union should be, and their vision about what they expected in the world. And it's actually nothing more than respect and dignity and the right to be given an opportunity of a fair crack at it. So I'm great, I'm really proud. I've got invoice number 1. And I've paid it, by the way, just before anybody, what James Stribley puts my arm up my back. I think it's great stuff. We are having discussions in a very physical way with a major supermarket retailer on the basis that we expect them to start promoting these products in a selected number of their stores. And the duty and obligation on us is actually to support those employments, projects like this, where we know they're unionised, where it's real, where we know it's good, ethically produced stuff. And so I'm really proud. You know, there was a time once when you'd say, oh well, I look forward to the time. I remember being asked to open an unemployed workers centre, Megan. And the bloke in front of me was a bloke called Jerry McMullen, who's an officer, he's a judge now, I think. And he was to unveil the plaque. This unemployed workers centre was opening 1 day a week. And as he opened it, he said, I look forward to the time when this is open 7 days a week. And I said, I look forward when it's shut. But I do look forward to the expansion. It does mean that we'll have to go out to our own movement, our own trade union labour support movement to support us. But we know that because we can rely on comrades around the place. But we're also going to use the pressure to make sure that people understand that this is a profitable, marketable business that employs people with dignity and respect. And if I've got to spend money, and it should be what I always say, you're going to spend money, or even if you wasn't thinking of spending money on this type of, then this is where you come. And once this network moves out into a wider audience, I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the most professional, successful projects and co-ops that's been ever set up. I promise you that. It won't fail, it won't be allowed to fail, and it won't fail because of the commitment and passion of the people who work here. So, total respect. I think what you've created is fantastic. Phil, John, all of you have done a fantastic job. I'm really proud to be here, I mean it honestly, and I think everybody owes you all a great debt of thanks, because what you've done will be of given hope to others, and to have shamed, to a certain degree, Remploy, that they were paid big salaries to come up with marketing ideas that would have kept people in employment, and they failed. And now their only answer will be shut a few more factories, put a few more people on unemployment.
Can I say something?
You can if you can tell people I'm good looking. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much. Well done, Michael.